Hello everyone and welcome back to the Newcastle United FM save. As you can see, so far it's been going unbelievably well. Top of the table, 5 points clear after 12 games. I don't think I could have imagined a better start. It's going really well. Today, hopefully that'll continue. We're playing two of the lowest teams in the table. First up we've got Leeds, who only have a -1 goal difference, but have also only picked up 10 points from their 12 games, so just above the drop zone. We then have Watford, who are in 19th place, 12 games, -17 goal difference and 10 points as well. Hopefully we can wipe the floor with them, and then Wolves will do off screen after that. So you last caught us in the Brentford game. We won 4-2. Sorry. We've since played one game at home, Crystal Palace. Recently, we've been conceding a little bit more. The clean sheets seem to have dried up. We conceded 2 here, but as you can see, I'm not too worried. We conceded 2 from 0.39 xG, and we had a 3.6 xG and scored 5, so I'm not going to get too worried. First goal, loading up here, was scored by Jamal Lascelles, assisted by Danny Olmo. Let's see here, it's another set piece. Olmo whips the ball in. He manages to go over everyone and drop to the back post, and Lascelles just knocks it in. There was an offside check, but he was just about on, which I'm very happy with. Second goal, not sure if it's worth showing you, it's just a penalty. Yeah, I might as well. Wilson bangs it in, far post. Easy goal. We're lucky between Wilson and Gabagol. We have brilliant penalty takers. This is their goal. You know, I can't really complain too much about corners when we score so many ourselves. Kuyate gets up, far post, and nods the ball in. Our next goal was scored by David Neres. You see Kraft and Saint-Maximin playing some good football here before Saint-Maximin whips in a really early cross and Neres just drifts in at the far post for an easy tap in. That was all in the first half, I believe, and then in the second half, 60 minutes in, they bring it back, score their second, another set piece. As I said, I can't really complain when we score so many. Speaking of which, 83rd minute, cross comes in from Neres, Lascelles at the near post, brings it to 4-2, and the nerves calmed from there. And I think that showed when we allowed to get our 5th in the 90th minute with Gabagol. Saint-Maximin bursting down the right-hand side, getting to the byline, whipping his typical fired rocket cross across into the 6-yard box, and a brilliant finish. Very happy with that. 5-2 win, as I said, keeping us top of the table. Game we absolutely dominated. Lucky to concede some set pieces, but we also scored some, so each to their own. Both of these games now are away from home. Our last clean sheet was actually away from home against Aston Villa, so hopefully we can keep another one here. And I'm hoping we can bag quite a few goals against Watford, seeing as they have such a terrible goal difference. Similar goal difference to Palace. Palace is only -20 because we dropped it by 3 in that last game, so hopefully we can put quite a few past Watford. This is the team we're going to be running. Familiar with the tactic by now, seems to be working really well. St. Max and Neres in particular on the wings have been absolutely spectacular. Still not seeing a huge amount from Olmo or the strikers. I'm struggling to find a role for the strikers, who seem to only be scoring penalties and throw-ins, but as long as we're winning, I'm not too concerned. This tactic seems to be getting the best out of the wingers. Yeah, I'm tempted to try maybe a pressing forward or a target forward and see if those wingers can sling good balls in, but for now, I think I'm going to keep it the same. Let's cycle this on and we should be good to go. Game's taking its time. Right, here we are. As I said, Leeds stand in 17th. One place above Tottenham, actually, but you'd like to think that we could get a good result here. Even though they're down near the bottom of the table, I'm still not underestimating Leeds. They're still a very good side. Some brilliant players who actually I took a look at myself in the summer window, particularly Rafinha, who's a brilliant player, and Calvin Phillips I considered over Declan Rice, as he's a bit more of a playmaker type player. But in the end I went for Rice, and Phillips might be someone we look at in the next window maybe. Right, let's get into the game. Leeds playing a 4-3-3, and not a good start for us. Injury for Sean Longstaff, who's been playing okay recently, scored a few good goals, so hopefully we don't see too many injuries, but we'll have to bring Joe Willock in here And he's not particularly great at ball winning, but we'll have to give him a try. First highlight here for Leeds. Dallas plays the ball to Phillips. And they've spread the ball really well here out wide to their wing back. And then it comes to Harrison. Plays the ball back to the wing back. And we're going on the counter here. This might be our first chance of the game with St. Maximan absolutely flying down the wing. And he's got a lot of men up in support. Gets the byline, cuts it back. Oh, and the defender just pinches it off Wilson's toes. I thought that was going to be one of our typical goals. Hit the byline, cut it back with an easy finish, but not to be this time. 20 minutes in, I'm not seeing a huge amount, so I'm going to encourage. Still not a lot happening in this game, though our right-hand side seems to be doing well according to the ratings. Finally, a highlight here. The last highlight started with Leeds having the ball, and then we nicked it and went on the counter, but here they seem to be pinging it around pretty well, so this could be dangerous. Dallas bombs down the right flank before he's eventually stopped. Ball was played into Rodrigo. Cuts it back to Rafinha. There's a ping ball between Strauch and the keeper now. Strauch, Rafinha, and then he goes back to the keeper. Phillips plays it into Rafinha. Gives it to Rodrigo. He gives the ball to Click. He plays it back to Rafinha. Rodrigo. Rodrigo takes it round the keeper, and that's them 1-0 ahead. Not a great start from us, it must be said. We've missed the one chance we've had and given away a pretty clear chance. Not sure what's going on with my defence here. Both centre-backs, both just watch Rodrigo run from 10 feet ahead of them, straight past them. That's terrible marking from them. At least maybe they expected the other one to pick him up. Anyway, corner for us. Ball comes in, and that looked like it hit the crossbar. Unfortunately, not quite back in the game, but at least we're creating something. Not great morale from our team. Willock and Rice both on. Another header goes over the bar. Willock and Rice both in bad morale. Lewis having a poor game. Again, this wing-back support role on the left just isn't working at all. 6.3 now, even with the encouraged. Better morale and not playing much better. I think it might be because the long throws, whilst they create the odd goal, counts as possession lost, so they end up with a poor rating. But if we keep scoring goals from them every couple of games, then I'll keep them on there. Not a great half from us. I'm going to tell them I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Hopefully that G's them up a little bit, and I'm going to tell the midfield I'm not happy with their playmaking, and then ask Wilson to step up and tell the defence they can make a difference. Didn't seem to hit home quite as well as I would have liked with the midfield, as I might have killed their morale off somewhat. Another corner comes in, and Koundé over the bar again. That's 3 corners now he's met with a free header. We'd hope to score 1. Maybe a 4th here. Ball comes in, and Koundé this time, as I say it, Koundé wins the header, smashes the ball. It looked like it rattled in off the crossbar actually, but that's us back in the game. We've won quite a few of those headers now, and frankly we should have scored more than 1, but we'll take it. That's good. It looks like my team talk, despite damaging morale, did have the effect I was looking for. I'm going to make a change here. Lewis is not playing well, and Dummett's been reasonably doing well in the cups and stuff, so I'll give him a go. Wilson's playing poorly, so we'll get Gabigol in. Oh, misclick. Spurs back in the game. Not sure why it's done that. Actually, I might just leave Wilson on for a little bit. Just give him another 10 or so, see how he does. Although a highlight here for Leeds. Ball's played into Strauch. Heads it in, but that looks like a pretty blatant offside for me. But let's see what the referee thinks. Yeah, disallowed. It did look offside. Right, about 20 minutes left of this game now, and we've had more shots. We're definitely the team on top in this game, I think. But we're not really creating anything clear. quite a few yellow cards as well is worrying. I don't want us to lose this game. Looks like I had Willock and Rice actually in the wrong roles for some reason. Not sure how that happened. I'm the wrong way around. I'm going to try Willock as the box-to-box midfielder again, see if he gets a little bit further forward. Now I'm going to bring Gabagolan up front, see if he can get a goal. He's got 15 minutes to try and make a difference here. Still poor morale here from Dummett and Rice. It's not exactly ideal. I was hoping Dummett would come on and maybe make a difference, but with morale like that, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And even my encouragements aren't getting through to them. Yeah, it looks like this game's going to tick down with a draw. Clean sheets, as I said, have dried up lately, so it's not exactly ideal when we don't score as many. Maybe it's not like we're not scoring; we are still scoring goals, but yeah, I am disappointed there. I'm going to tell them that, and hopefully get a reaction for the next one. Because whilst Leeds have a good side, they are down in 17th place, and I would have hoped to get 3 points out of them. If we want to finish top 4, or maybe even, well, when we get later in the year, think about maybe winning the league, we're going to need to beat teams like this. So this is one of those results you'd hope was better. Yeah, I want to keep him on the pitch because I didn't have more than three subs to make. That should be an option to tell the reporter. Anyway, I'll leave and come back for the Watford game. And we are back here picking a team for the Watford away game. Definitely need some changes after the last game, not least because of the injury to Longstaff, but also because that performance was rather disappointing. I'm going to bring Grimaldo back in at left back. I'm going to bring Niakate back in at centre back. Corner merchant, hopefully he can pick up a few more goals. Looking at form here, our attack still seems to be doing okay, but I think I'm going to bring Neres out for a rest and bring Edwards in, as he seems to be losing some sharpness. I'm going to bring Wilson out, as he did nothing last game, and put Gabagol in. And there's nothing I can really do with Kraft, but actually he's performing reasonably well in that wing-back role. And in we go. The team seems to like the tactic, mainly because it's staying familiar. It's been the same for a few games now. We've been performing overall well, though I have said the clean sheets are drying up. Hopefully we can get one today. Watford, second bottom of the league. We are away, but I'm going to tell them to put on a good display. Second bottom of the league against top of the league, even away from home, you'd hope we could win this game. I'm hoping for a clean sheet and a couple of goals. Of course, kind of everything, but the team should perform well. Say we rotated the game, bringing Edwards in. I'd say we haven't really weakened our team very much. If anything, it's stronger than the last game. First highlight here then, 8 minutes into the game. Corner comes in and that's off the upright. Not a bad start, having a good chance early on. I'm not sure who it was who won that header. I think it might have been Niakate. Another corner here then. Edwards taking it this time. Ball comes in. Won by Kunde, and that's off the crossbar. So that's twice we've hit the woodwork from these corners now. Hopefully we can keep farming corners. We might get a couple of goals here. Edwards playing well, not least because of the good corner delivery. Although half an hour gone and we don't seem to have created anything apart from set pieces. That's another set piece gone and wasted. Good ball from Danny Olmo. Drops it right on Gabby's head, and I didn't see that the offside flag went up. So that probably would have counted had he headed it in, but somehow he managed to head it back across goal and all the way around the post. So throw in here. Marcus Edwards plays it to Rice, who plays it to Willock, and they seem to be getting each other's way, but the ball finds its way out to Grimaldo. He gets to the byline. Finds Edwards, who cuts it back to Grimaldo. Olmo here to Edwards. One of these players has to turn and shoot, surely, but Rice in the end shoots, and it looks like it hits Olmo and then ends up going in the net. I'm not sure if Olmo actually knew anything about that. Let's see. So Olmo doesn't shoot here for some reason. Finds Edwards. He finds St. Maximan, and no one's shooting. It comes to Rice, who shoots, and actually it looks like his shot is going wide, and Olmo actually gets up and heads it into the net, in which case fantastic finish. And that's us 1 goal ahead just before half-time. We might be able to get a second here. Another corner. We've seen that we've been dangerous from these so far. Edwards pings the ball in. Up goes Koundé, and it's gone round the post. Our heading hasn't been particularly brilliant so far, but I'm happy we're creating chances. I think we've already had more highlights than the last game. Right on the brink of half-time here, we have a long throw from Emil Kraft. Willock picks up the ball and runs wide, hits at Maximan, fires that ball, low ball across the box, and Watford have so many men in there they manage to scramble it away. But the ball gets played back to St Maximan from Willock, who cuts it back to Danny Olmo, and he drills it in at the near post for his second goal of the game. And that's the breathing room we were looking for. Maybe not the best half of football we've ever played, but solid, not allowing Watford any chances and creating all the time. We've had quite a few highlights already, so overall, well played from us so far. Yeah, Watford haven't really had a sniff. Right, into the team talk. We have created chances, but I don't want to tell them that and get them complacent. So I'm going to tell them you might be winning, but if your performance levels drop, we won't be. And Danny always lost motivation, and so's Gabigol. Tried to hype them up a bit more to get the morale back, but it hasn't really worked. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us, but at the end of the day, 2-0 isn't a huge lead, so I don't really want to overpraise. About to do a shout. And then we got a highlight. Ball comes in from Edwards here, and that one is on Koundé's head again, and this time we finally put the ball in the net for one of those set pieces. Brilliant delivery, brilliant header. I'm actually going to fiddle around with the tactics here. This is what I was going to do before the set piece. I've put Grimaldo as an inverted wing back in the hope that when Willock moves up the pitch, Grimaldo will move into that space and dictate play from deep a bit more. It might get him more involved with the play and help with his average rating. Even if he doesn't get more assists or anything, it might get him more involved with play. Emil Kraft here has picked up an injury. We don't really have anyone who can play, so I might move Koundé there and bring on Jamal Lascelles to play centre-back. I'm also going to bring John Joe Shelvey in for Rice and give him a rest. Do I change one of the attack? Is a triple change too much? But I'd just quite like to rest the team. Yeah, I think I'll confirm that there. Hang on a minute, why is Kraft's... Oh no, I didn't see that I've made a mistake here. I've left Kraft on the pitch and brought Jamal Lascelles on at right back. Oh well. I'm just going to stick with it. Kraft can play right back, right centre back. I'll just stick with it for now. We're 3-0 up. Demand a little bit more from the team. See if we can create anything more, but it's not a huge amount of threat from Watford so far, so no need to change, I don't think. Time ticking away. Looks like we're going to see this game out, maybe even with another highlight to put the cherry on top. So Maximan plays the ball back to our new right back in Jamal Lascelles. And our new centre-back Kraft picks the ball up, and there's some wonderful play which finds Jamal Lascelles as the wing-back going down the wing. He plays it into St Maximan, and the drilled ball across the box finds its way to the defence, and now Watford actually on the attack. Please don't make me regret not swapping Lascelles and Kraft back. I just couldn't be bothered. A bit of ping-pong ball here as we're both just losing it, and actually that came round Niakate's side, and in the end he gets back and saves it. Another highlight immediately after is Almiron and Gabby play some football and then get the midfield involved. And there's Grimaldo. I'm not sure what that was, but there was Grimaldo picking up the ball a little bit more tucked inside and getting involved with play. I wonder if this is actually a highlight or if this is just the longest endgame highlight I've ever seen. All won by Grimaldo. Seemingly harmless passages of play here as Lascelles picks it up at right back. Foul from Watford. This actually was the end game highlight. It's been going for a good few minutes now, and nothing's going to happen. Seems a bit pointless from the game. But, yeah. Thank you, game, for wasting our time. But either way, no complaints. I was hoping for a clean sheet and a couple of goals, and that's exactly what I got at the end. Lascelles actually ended on a good average rating. Maybe I need to play him right back more often. 3-0 win. Very good game. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to really help support my channel. That's us finished for this episode with the 2 games and some good points. I hope to see you in the next video.